Hello and a very warm welcome to Bansko Blog Bansko App on 1st of March 2023. A special day here in Bulgaria because the greeting is Happy Baba Mata, and you exchange these red and yellow bands that I've put on my little gondola here, but you put these, you give them to each other and put them on your wrist. Yes, Martinitsas they're called, and of course you keep these on, not of course, but you do keep these on, or you're meant to. Well, one of the legends is until you see the first stork. And there are lots of storks, so look on those poles outside and you see nests, and they're stork nests usually. So, what's your folklore in your country? Anyhow, a happy day. It is 1st of March, and well, is it the start of spring? Well, I think I'm going to call this show, I don't know, Bansko, A Tale of Two Halves, something like that, because, well, I'm going to talk about the weather today, but just before I do that, I want to remind you all that to keep this going does require your bookings, either on book.banskoblog.com or in the app. You get the app, get.banskoblog.com, 15% off your private transfers, ski hire, snowboard hire, ski lessons and snowboard lessons. Both private lessons, which I recommend everybody has at least one 2-hour lesson in their trip, and group lessons. So don't leave it too late to book. We are actually getting very fully booked up on some busy times yet again. And of course, we've just finished February and unfortunately we had to turn people away as usual. So please don't delay your booking. And also shout out to Plus Property for their sponsorship. Thank you very much. That's the place to go. PlusPropertyBG.com to buy and sell property. Okay, so you can see yet again, I like to start with a picture of what's actually happening out there from the live cam, which shows any gondola lift queue. Well, the time is 12:30. And there's absolutely zero queue. There was really no queue at all this morning. So there we go. But what were conditions like up in the mountain? Unfortunately, I could not make it. Just getting over a bit of a bug, actually, to be fair. But I'll be back out in a few days' time up the mountain and hopefully showing you some snow falling down from the sky. So I'm kind of looking forward to that a lot. It's been a challenging season, as you know. I know many of you made the best of it. I'm looking at my phone now because I'm just waiting for the adverts to go round on the live mountain cams. The advertising loop is rather long. That's not my fault. I'm sorry about that. It's just the lift company's idea of putting lots of ads before we get to the actual pictures. Okay, so whilst I'm waiting for those to go round, I really want to focus on the snow forecast for everybody. I know so many of us have had snow anxiety, and for sure I have left this snow forecast because it's been up and down. Really, it looked as if it was getting colder, warmer, colder, warmer. What's really happening, it's been very difficult to say. But we did actually predict correctly from the last one, the snow we had last night. It was pretty much above 1,700 metres, which is sort of round about Bundersihka Poliana, Chile, so above the gondola lift area. And that did mean some very nice powder snow this morning. Richard kindly sent some pictures from the top. But just to show you right now, let's just look at temperatures. This has now come round. And you can see that we've got really warm temperatures, 6.9 degrees in town. That's just by the gondola lift there. That's really warm for the time of year. We'd expect that, really not much above freezing, certainly 2 or 3. Chalin Valog, well, we had rain, and warm rain on snow is not a good mix. 5.6 degrees. Oof. And this is really why I'm coming on to a story of two halves, Bansko, because look, the lift is running and there's one person coming down Chalin Valog, but it's looking very, very bare there indeed. Look at that. Just, oof. Also, just a little tip. I had a message from some regular who lives here in Bulgaria and said, oh, it's looking very grim and everything. And I said, well, yes, it is cloudy, but actually the skiing is often above those lower clouds in the morning. So actually it was sunny at the top there. So don't always be put off. Go to the app and look at the cams, and you can see, and I do this myself, I check the temperature, and I do not like being cold, so I always like to wrap up warm if I feel as if it may be really quite cold up there. Hasn't been so cold these days. But also the other one to watch out for is wind. Now, wind and cold, even wind and not so cold is not a good mix. Particularly, lifts can stop for a little while and you can get cold on the lift. So I definitely like to wrap up. So we've got 2.6 degrees at Bundersihka Poliana. Can you see that? So we'd like to see that a little bit colder, but it's going to be a bit of a story of this warmer temperature that we're struggling to really get down low at the moment. Now things can and do change very quickly in the mountains, so this story may well change, and it has been a little bit on and off over the last few days, as I said earlier. So I'm going to flick to the Windy Dot app and take a look at the forecast there. So it really has been pretty accurate. Again, the secret is blue line, green line. The blue line is the freezing temperature. So below that, precipitation will fall as rain, and above as snow. So we've been at about 1,700 meters. We're now coming, let's just look at, we've just seen the end of this snow now tomorrow. So this is Thursday the 2nd. Ooh, around about 1,700 meters, 1,650, something like that. Maybe dropping down a bit at night, but quite a bit of snow. That looks like another 3, 4, 10 centimeters we're going to have between Thursday and Friday. Now what I was hoping for was that after that we'd start to see a drop in temperatures as we got through to Sunday. There's Monday. Instead I'm seeing persistent warm temperatures, relatively warm, and that blue line not getting down to the green line, which is the town. So I'm afraid snow anxiety is coming back, and as I say, it is a story of two halves. So first thing, relatively first thing in the morning, we're going to have some quite nice fresh powder conditions right at the top, and lower down it's going to be a real challenge, as you can see already in Chalin Valog. I'll see if I can just pick up some pictures there again. Yeah, so yes, the smart people, yes, enjoying the plateau there right now. Yeah, this is going to be the story. Still 2 degrees on the plateau lift. It's clear up there. It's worth noting, yes, we're above pretty much most of the heavy cloud. Well, it's, and look, I'm just seeing this, it's half a degree at Tadorka right now. So we have got a bit of a challenge coming up lower down for sure. If you're going up, I think ski high, first thing. Getting down will get slushy and difficult and maybe patchy in places. And what we're keeping fingers very, very much crossed for is this drop in temperatures. There seems to be a good selection of fronts coming across, and I just like to, as always, check the surface pressure chart, and I've got this on Thursday. There's that occluded front. Again, I'll try and bring that in to show you that front there, occluded front, fairly warm coming from the south. So that's the surface pressure chart as per metoffice.gov.uk. And yeah, so that's the outlook. It's not as happy an outlook as I would really want to be having at this time of year. Often early March is absolutely the most epic time. But as I say, things can and change very quickly. I'll be back at the weekend to take a closer look to see how next week really will pan out. I just have a sneaking feeling we'll get lucky and those temperatures will fall and some colder air will come in from the north. But at this stage, it's certainly not guaranteed. So enjoy your martinets today. So if you're offered these, then you know what that's all about. Baba Marta Day. And you give them to your instructor, your ski school folks, and people in restaurants and so forth. Talking of restaurants, you can help out by booking your table in the Bansko Blog app, which I mentioned. Go to get.banskoblog.com to download the app and book your restaurants. We've had some really good reports of food in many different venues this season. Service has been really good. I'm going to check out the new Snug. Richard was there yesterday, and it's always great to see new places open up, and so we wish them luck. But most of all, have fun and keep an eye on the forecast. As always, what I say is if you can avoid weekends, book 5-6 days ahead if you can, and or if you don't book so shorter period ahead, then at least come with expectations that are realistic, particularly over the next this coming weekend. It is a busy weekend. We have the 3rd of March, which is Friday, coming up, and that, of course, is Independence Day. Freedom from the Ottoman rule is celebrated here in Bulgaria, and so we may see people from other parts of Bulgaria descending on Bansko. Should be a good, fun party atmosphere, so book your table. It will be very busy. So that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, it means an awful lot to us if you subscribe and give the video a like, and also in your comments let me know what you think of the forecast. I don't necessarily get it right. I'm just interpreting what I am seeing based on how things tend to be in the mountains compared to the forecasts. We have seen quite a lot of accuracy recently on windy.app, but what other tools do you use? Let me know down in the comments. If you've enjoyed yourself, let us know in the comments as well. If you're coming out, I hope to see you around. Do say hello if you do see me out and about. I think we're going to have a nice party weekend, so I'm really looking forward to that. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.